everybody, and here we are with our next match for Warfare. Again, I am the boat, Brad Gilmore, joined by Steph Sabra. And Steph, this is one that I think that we never thought that we would see, nor did we really want to see it, because this is a bittersweet match we're about to be underway. Late to the party, Robert Montaño and Vanessa Fitzsimmons, two of the very first people who I became aware with in the Schmoedown realm outside of the game that itself. These were people who were the pillars of the reactor community. They really were the very first who helped spread all of Schmoedown fandom and even led into shows like the Schmoedown Rundown, a certain point of view, and so on and so forth. They've been so instrumental in expanding the average knowledge of people out there in the YouTube universe learning about the movie trivia Schmoedown. Here they've been competing in the FCL this season and been crushing it at a high level. Vanessa Fitzsimmons was a holiday away from finding herself in a championship match. Robert Montaño has been sensational in every match that he's been in, undefeated 3-0, I do believe. And today, they both have made the decision this is going to be their last match in their movie trivia Schmoedown career. And what better way to go out than playing one another?
I know, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, what a better way to end your journey in something than by going head to head with your partner in crime in another area of life. I feel like these two I love so much. Like, Vanessa and Robert separately are so different and so funny. Vanessa will definitely miss her candy that appears on screen. Robert, I'll miss the confidence and the quip wit that he brings to the table. But they're both so good. And that's the thing that is so fun to watch them both, is that they just are really good at this movie, a trivia thing, and they're entertaining. So it will be interesting to see how they go head to head, because we haven't seen them face one another. I didn't think that they would be facing one another as they live in the same house, but it's super spicy, and I'm here for that.
You're here for it. You're here for the draw, for the ma, and for everything in between. We're going to have Robert and Vanessa finally play each other. This is your co-main event of FCL Warfare. Let's take a look on how we got here. This is Late to the Party's final match.
Oh, FCL, it's gonna be a whopper. The movie trivia party is coming to an end. And what better way to go out than with a bang?
I spent hours and hours training. What am I supposed to do now? Go work at a Blockbuster? They don't even exist anymore.
Now that we're stepping away from the FCL, it's going to be hard to go back to the way things were. More so for Vanessa. We put a lot of effort and energy into studying, thinking about promos, costumes. Again, more so for Vanessa. Kind of worried about her well-being.
Who's gonna bring the candy for all the competitors? Who's gonna do the dance-off when the tension gets high?
She's really starting to lose it. I mean, the other day I saw her standing in front of the mirror doing the whirl girl thing for like an hour.
And someone needs to be there to compliment Steph on her rockin' outfits. When someone rocks it like she does, someone needs to tell her.
For her well-being, for my well-being, for Late to the Party's well-being, we gotta get out of this league.
I'm so scared to go into a world without multiple choice. I'm gonna need to JTE rule in my everyday conversations. And for God's sakes, I'm gonna need to be able to spin again if times get tough.
You guys hear that? Vanessa?
Get out of here, you bitch! I'm doing Blair Witch!
Oh boy.
And there you saw it, Steph Sabra. Both competitors, obviously, ready for this. They have incredible jovial spirit about it, but I will say it's going to be bittersweet. Hopefully that I you and everybody else watching can hold back the tears as we see them play for the final
One
time.
last dance. In the words of Michael Jordan, they're giving us one last dance to hold on to.
All right. Well, it is time right now to bring in our two competitors. Introducing first, representing late to the party with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. This is Vanessa Fitzsimmons.
Beautiful, Brad. Beautiful.
Vanessa, I had to give my best for Vanessa Fitzsimmons. Here you are, final match in your trivia career. What brought us to this moment?
Just, loving the game and wanting to see other people flourish. I decided, I think it's time to leave, but not without playing somebody who's, been on my side for a long time, who's we do things together. So, and we back in the day too, we would play against each other when we do the reaction. So it's not something that is new to us when we do movie trivia, but the fact that we're able to do it here in the FCL is going to be so much fun.
You always bring the fun, and now I can't wait to see y'all go head to head because you have such a good on-screen chemistry, but we've never seen you on screen for the FCL. But what are you hoping to get out of your final match in this league? What's the goal?
I'm hoping to make Robert sweat a little bit because he, his record here in the FCL. He is 3-0, so he's undefeated at the moment. So I'm hoping that maybe I could come in and maybe make him feel like, oh, I do have a fierce competitor by my side. So I'm ready to go and make him sweat a little bit.
Ooh.
We are ready to see it, and the interesting thing is too, Vanessa, if you defeat Robert today, y'all will retire with the same exact record in the FCL, both be 3-1. We'll see if it's a possibility, but we are excited to see you today, and good luck to you today.
Thank you.
All right, there's Vanessa Fitzsimmons. I know a favorite of yours, Steph Sabra, a favorite of the audience.
Vanessa came in with a flurry. She came in. She was the first woman to win a match and just started an unbelievable trend. And I love to see it.
Love to see it. And now it's time to bring in her opponent. And her opponent, representing late to the party with a record of 3 wins and no defeats. This is Robert Montaño. Robert Montaño. There he is.
Brad, that's the closest you've gotten to saying my name correctly. I love and in such a boisterous way too. It's great that it's in the end.
Tanyo. It's hard for me.
Already, he went back. It's okay. I understand. It's hard for everybody. That's why I chopped the Enya off a long time ago. I'm sorry, Alex.
How was that?
You just call me Robert Montaño.
Robert Montaño.
Montaño.
Well, Robert Montaño, let's talk to you real quick, my friend.
Yeah.
You are, that's my George W. Bush.
Oh, really good.
Thank you.
Strategery.
Fool me twice.
Public credits are no biggie.
You just can't fool me again. Anyway, speaking of not being able to be fooled again, you're still undefeated in this league. You've almost answered every single question ahead of you. It would seem as though you could be champion in this league and maybe even other ones, the MTS proper. Why is today going to be the final match? Why the decision to leave?
Because I feel like at one point I said titles don't mean anything to me. It came to coming into the game and dominating. Guess what? I got shown that I can lose in this game in the movie Trivia Schmodown. And when it came to the FCL, there was a fresh crop, a whole new crew of people that honestly had no experience for the most part in the Schmodown. And those that did put up a hell of a fight. But for me, it was just this stomping ground to go in, at least try and use what I got up here that I've held in my head for such a long time. And I went into the Schmodown and I did it. But the problem is I'm terrified of losing, honestly, because that is all that happened in the Schmodown. And for me,
things are looking pretty good right now, right? So I got to hold on to that quality gameplay, because guess what? I ain't ever getting back in the Schmodown. Have you seen what is going on in the movie trivia Schmodown? That ain't me. That ain't me. But it's a hell of a battle that's going on up there. And what better way to play against the girl that, y'all, almost 200 videos of me and Vanessa playing each other on our channel, battling everybody, everyone's matches, all the matches, me and her right there going through each one. So, you know, it's cool to do it on a professional level, because we did it from our couch in our room, our living room, and played this game together. And now it's time to end it with me and her the way it's always been.
Robert, I love how after you cussed, you said, "I'm so sorry" in the most Robert fashion, which you didn't care at all. And I love that. Like, nothing about your tone showed that you felt any bit of sympathy. You just said it just because, and that's why I love you. Gotta love it. But Vanessa came in here, said that she plans to make you sweat, or that's what she would like to get out of this final match. What are you trying to get out of this? Candy from Vanessa?
Yeah, we got a ton of candy, man. She brought over her.
You already stole it.
Oogie Bash. Check out our Oogie Boogie Bash vlog available on our channel now. When it comes down to it, man, of course you're gonna make me sweat. We've played each other so many times, and those are just the videos we film, man. We've been playing Schmodown forever against each other. And so, of course, she's gonna make me sweat because it's on cam, yo. She's gonna get all kinds of clout if she knocks me out, because she's done it many times before where I get owned in the Schmodown. So it can very much go her way.
Well, we're going to see whose way it goes momentarily. 3 rounds to a finish here in the FCL. A double retirement of Late to the Party. Robert, good luck to you today.
Thanks. I'll need it.
And there we have it. There are 2 competitors, Robert the Party Crasher and Vanessa Fitzsimmons. They are both here. And it is time now, Steph Sabra, to read the rules of round number 1. Round number 1 of the FCL works just like this. Each competitor will receive the same 8 questions. They'll have 15 seconds to write their answers on the whiteboard or the writing surfaces that they have in front of them. They will speak and reveal their answer at the end of that 15-second countdown. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. If you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be asked a 9th additional bonus question where you can score 1 more point. For the entirety of the match, you have 3 question repeats, which we also call the JTE rule, and you have 1 challenge per match. You can use that challenge if you feel as though your opponent's answer or the question wasn't exactly right or clear enough. You can challenge it. We'll take it under advisement and then rule on said challenge. Those are the rules of round number 1 in the FCL. As we come back, we have Robert, we have Vanessa, we have Steph, and it's time to ask one final thing. Vanessa Fitzsimmons, for the last time, are you ready?
Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate. I'm ready to go. Yes.
And Robert Montaño, are you ready?
I am always ready. I was born ready. I have been ready since first call. I am ready. Roll. I'm ready.
Steph, are you ready?
I'll take whatever they're having, and yeah, I'm ready, Brad.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
Let's get classy.
All right, there we go. It is time. Round number 1, question number 1 in Late to the Party double retirement match. Your first question is in the category of famous actors and actresses. What actor appeared in the following films? Inglourious Bastards, Wayne's World, and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, out of these 3, which world are you living in?
I mean, not Inglourious Bastards. So 5,
Inglourious Bastards.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, hands up, and we start with Vanessa.
Michael Myers.
Mike Myers is correct, and Robert.
This is Mike Myers. Mike Myers. Check out our intro as Wayne's World in the movie Trivia Schmodown that we did. It was a lot of fun. Memories.
That is correct.
We move it to question number 2 in the category of 1980s. What 1986 film features the characters Harry Flugelman, Ned Niederlander, Lucky Day, and Dusty Bottoms?
All right, Steph. Between Lucky Day and Dusty Bottoms, which of these is a man of your dreams?
Dusty Bottoms, because Lucky Day is only a day and I need longevity, baby. I need consistency. Dusty or not, we need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Robert first.
Can I have your watch when you are dead? 3 amigos.
You are correct for a
did
point,
you say?
Vanessa.
3 amigos.
Hey,
It's a
correct.
sweater.
Three
Stay tied
amigos. 3 amigos is correct as we get to question number 3 in directors. This 2015 comedy starring Bill Murray, Kate Hudson, and Zooey Deschanel is the most recent film from Barry Levinson.
Ah, dumb.
Okay,
Don't
how
be
much
shy
money
away.
do I have to pay you to name your firstborn Niederlander?
I'll pay you.
Yeah, for real. And we need to answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the
1.
question, please?
Yes, we can with your first repeat in directors. This 2015 comedy starring Bill Murray, Kate Hudson, and Zooey Deschanel is the most recent film directed by Barry Levinson.
Damn, I kind of stay away from Zoe Deschanel.
Des Channel. I will not take this
At
disrespect.
Coachella. The Office quote, y'all.
There you have it.
Damn. Yeah, no. No.
All right,
Rob-
5,
Robert taking us
4,
through his mindset,
3.
play by play.
I don't
2.
chive on. I guess.
1.
Oh.
Pins down, hands up, and we go to Vanessa first.
I said Casbah, but I don't think that's correct.
I do
Bill
not
Murray
think
was
we
in
can
a movie
give
like
just
that.
Casbah to you. And Robert,
I ain't got it. You saw the process.
it was Rock the Casbah. Rock
Ah,
the
dang
Casbah.
I was damn close,
I
though.
was so close.
Pretty close. So it stays 2 to
Two.
2, and no perfect round on the board for either.
Question number 4 in the category of fantasy sci-fi. Who stars as a human soldier who gets stranded with an alien soldier played by Louis Gossett Jr. on an inhospitable planet in 1985's Enemy Mine?
The score is so amazing. What's the matter, girl?
Steph, I think
Come
we
on.
can take the match off. Just
Yeah.
have Robert give us his play-by-play.
Come on,
More
you know
entertaining.
this.
I
know
now
this.
know what the inner workings of his mind is like. We need an answer in 5.
Can you repeat the question?
Absolutely. You two are iconic right now. Question in the category of fantasy sci-fi. Who stars as a human soldier who gets stranded with an alien soldier played by Louis Gossett Jr. on an inhospitable planet in 1985's Enemy Mine?
You got her there. I think
Maybe.
it did.
We'll see.
It's in your head.
I know, but
The
I
voices
get
in my head are
celebrities mixed
Robert
up
and
in my head,
Vanessa,
too.
and I don't know if I want it to stop. We need an answer in 5, 4, never. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Robert first.
Dennis Quaid.
You are correct for a point, Vanessa.
She got it.
Dennis
Of course
Quaid.
she got it.
And as we stay tied up.
We saw him. He was right in front of us at Doc Holliday's in Tombstone. It was cool.
Denise
right there.
Quaid was the answer. As we get to question number 5 in rom-coms.
Ah,
John Lovitz, Christine Taylor, Steve Buscemi, and Billy Idol appear in what 1998 rom-com from director Frank Corasi? Quite
It
a
seems
motley
like
crew.
Robert doesn't like rom-coms.
depends. It depends. This is one of them.
Now you have me
Wow.
second guessing what I wrote down,
You
but
should,
that's
but
okay.
5,
think of the names.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, hands up. We go to Vanessa.
Wedding Singer?
That is correct. And Robert.
I got punched in the nose for sticking my face in other people's business. The Wedding Singer. They were cones.
They were cones.
Wedding singer is correct.
Question number 6 in the category of franchises. This comedy franchise features the following characters: Hightower, Tackleberry, Zed, and Proctor.
Proctor.
Those sound like the worst character names of all time.
Shut up, Brad.
You don't know
Tackleberry.
nothing.
I'll make you fall in love. I'll make you fall in love with every one of them if you just let me talk to you about it.
4, 3. Yeah, talk me through it. 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Robert first.
Check out my Police Academy entrance during the free-for-all. 2, 3.
3, and that's another point for Robert. Vanessa, did you pull it?
I did not.
What?
You know
Oh,
me.
wow.
We've never seen Police Academy.
No, you've never
I've
seen
never
Police
seen
Academy,
Police Academy.
even though it's on constantly.
All right, so Robert takes a lead here, 5-4, as we get to your 7th question in comedies. Really?
I'm focused.
Someone let a dolphin into the chat.
I was reading. That's the problem.
What is the subtitle to the 1987 sequel to the 1984 hit comedy, Revenge of the Nerds?
This didn't age well, but I was going for a SpongeBob laugh.
It's not bad.
Or
not
Fran
bad.
the Nanny.
I just did a nanny rewatch. 5,
Excellent.
4,
I blame
3.
myself for this. I don't really care for it as much.
1. Fran, fine? Fine.
Fine.
And we go to Vanessa Fitzsimmons.
I call this bias because I've only seen the first one.
Because I only like the first one.
So no, I don't have it.
We don't
All
watch
right.
two very much in our household.
Robert.
Nerds in Paradise, and then Nerd Generation, then Nerds in Love.
Okay, now you're just showing off. Nerds in
Absolutely.
Paradise.
All
is
of these
correct.
questions
Revenge of the
are
Nerds.
tailored for Robert.
You got to flex Revenge of the
I'm
Nerds,
just
man. It was
saying.
filmed here in Tucson, U of A, right down the road.
Final
Bias.
question, number 8, in the category of horror. Which entry in the Halloween franchise features a performance by Paul Rudd?
Ah, damn. I knew I should have paid closer attention.
How do we feel about Paul Rudd, Steph?
I feel like he's an ageless white man, and we gotta give him props. We gotta give him props. We answer in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Thank
Got you.
you. Just so I could verify.
With your second JT of the match, which entry in the Halloween franchise features a performance by Paul Rudd? I think he's drinking baby's blood, if you ask me.
Don't start that rumor.
Start that rumor. Run it.
Run it. Run it.
He
yeah,
deserves
aged
it,
very
man.
well.
He's a treasure.
5, 4, 3,
Give him
2,
all the babies.
1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Robert first.
Curse of Michael Myers, but is that 6?
You didn't need the number, but the Curse of Michael Myers is correct.
Okay.
Vanessa.
Dang, I just put 6. The 6th installment.
PLD.
I would say if it's
Because
number
you asked
6.
what installment it was.
I'm getting,
I would
I'm
say
getting
it's
thumbs
6.
up. I'm getting thumbs up.
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
6, I think it counts because it said entry, so that's the 6th
Yeah.
Well,
entry.
yeah, 6th installment.
Sure.
Yes.
She deserves
All right,
it.
we'll give that to you. So now I believe it's 7-5. 7-5 after round number 1 here in the FCL. Right now, Robert has a 2-point advantage as we get to round number 2, that we affectionately call the whirl round. Round number 2 works just like this. Each player will get a spin at the category wheel. They can respin once unless the wheel lands on opponent's choice. You'll get 4 questions from your chosen category. Questions are worth 2 points each. Unless you opt to go to multiple choice, then the value drops down to just 1. You have 15 seconds to answer each question. If your opponent gives an incorrect answer, you have the opportunity to steal for the amount of points that your opponent was going for, whether it be 2 or 1. Repeats and challenges are still in effect in this round as we come back. Robert Montaño has a 2-point advantage. You have the lead, sir, so you get to select if you would like to spin first or defer to your opponent.
Damn, what do we normally do? I forgot. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'll play from behind. So you could go ahead and go first, Vanessa.
I'll go.
She
Okay,
never
so
picked a
Vanessa's
nickname either.
going first. All right, Vanessa. So it is now your turn. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's give the wheel a whirl.
Yeah, late to the party wins my heart every time because they really get on cue with it.
Busted deal, face the wheel. Oh,
I think it's on the line. Is that on the line, PLD?
Yeah.
On the line, so we go to the right. So it's Matt and Bim.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Good
call. You got lucky.
I'm almost spin the wheel again.
Oh, you're testing fate.
You want to spin
I
again?
always spin the wheel again. And every match that I've done in FCL, I always let the round or the
Fate?
wheel spin for me and pick for me. So let's go.
It's called fate,
All right.
girl.
Let's give the wheel another whirl.
Loom of fate.
Let's see where the fate lies for Vanessa
About
Fitzsimmons.
to find out. And it lands on
Holiday films.
Christmas time.
holiday films, of course. How apropos. I'll be asking the questions to Vanessa Fitzsimmons in holiday films. Holiday films, as we pull it up now, your first question is thus.
Didn't holiday films take you out last time?
Yeah, we'll see.
This 2019 Paul Feig romantic comedy stars Emilia Clarke as a disillusioned Christmas store owner and a mystery man played by Henry Golding.
You got it.
Last Christmas.
That is correct. That is correct for 2 big points. And we move to your next question. This 1974 holiday slasher film, which was remade in 2006 and 2019, follows a group of sorority sisters who are stalked and murdered by a deranged killer.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas is correct for 2 more points. 2 more points as we move to your next question. What Saturday Night Live star portrayed Ted Malton, a divorced neighbor of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Howard Langston in 1996's Jingle All the Way?
Rest in peace, Phil Hartman.
Aftershave or something.
Exactly. Phil Hartman is correct. Howard, your wife has the best cookies as we get
Best
to your
cookies.
final question in round number 2 for Vanessa Fitzsimmons. And your final question is thus. Who provides the voice of Bob Cratchit in the 2009 Robert Zemeckis version of A Christmas Carol?
Ooh. Good on y'all.
Jim Carrey.
No.
Jim Carrey is incorrect. I'm going to ask the question to Robert Montaño. Who provides the voice of Bob Cratchit in the 2009 Robert Zemeckis version of A Christmas Carol?
She should have gone multiple choice and I'd have a shot, but
Probably.
that was a killer one because I didn't watch the movie. I just remember the imagery. Zemeckis was all into the CG stuff. Beowulf. Ah,
5,
dang. Who could
4,
it be?
3,
I just
2, 1.
Tobey Maguire. I don't know.
Toby
Imagine.
Maguire is incorrect. The
Imagine.
answer, Gary Oldman. Gary
Really?
Oldman. All right.
Sirius
So
Black.
that is the end of Vanessa Fitzsimmons round number 2. As we go over to Robert Montaño, let's bring the wheel back up.
Took 2 points off the board, girl.
All right, Robert, are you ready?
Yeah. I suppose. There's a couple
Very-
on there I'm not looking forward
Very
to.
on brand for the party crasher.
That's
Very
right.
on brand. Well, let's
I
give
need
the
that.
wheel a whirl.
Whirl it up. 3 fingers.
Oh, I've never seen the
Three.
3 done that way.
Like this, like mellow.
Was it? It's like boom or
Straight at the
boom.
head. It is 1980s.
Oh, come on. You know I gotta. I
All
got.
right. You know I gotta.
Yeah, but it's
1980s.
frightening too because there's so much. It's a whole decade. I hear.
a
10
whole
years.
decade of
And it is, but
stuff that happened.
I was around for majority of it.
All right. Steph Sabral will be asking your questions in 1980s.
Yeah, poop
You
in your
kn-
pants.
All right, Robert, for your first question. How many Ghostbusters films were released during the 1980s?
It's taking me so much to not even like quote anything Ghostbusters because we'll be here all day. In the 80s, there were 2 of them.
2 is correct for 2 points for Robert.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Second question.
Ask Andres.
This 1987 romantic comedy about a news producer was written and directed by James L. Brooks and starred William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and Holly Hunter.
Gee, I almost cussed. So I'm thinking of the one before that, the big one. Yeah, we'll go multiple choice on that.
Is it A, broadcast news,
Mhm.
B, network, C, Defending Your Life. D, Miss Firecracker.
See, Network is older and has a killer cast as well, but that's the one where like I don't want to get tripped up on it. So, A, Broadcast News, could be Network.
A, Broadcast News is correct for a point.
Right. Yeah.
Robert lives to see another day as we move to his third question.
Whew, that was a tough one.
This 1984 biographical drama won 8 Academy Awards out of the 11 it was nominated for, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director.
You threw in Academy Awards and a movie release date by saying when it is, and that's all I got to go on. Are you kidding me? Oh, FCL. This is what I was afraid of.
Five.
No, it's fine.
4.
Multiple choice.
A, Chariots of Fire. B, Silkwood. C, Amadeus. D, Elephant Man.
Damn. I can get a repeat of the options one more time, correct?
Yes, you
Yes, sir.
can.
I will invoke that.
A, Chariots of Fire. B, Silkwood. C, Amadeus. D, Elephant Man.
Yeah, no, it's a shot in the dark pretty much across the board. So B, was that Silkwood?
B is incorrect.
Yeah, good luck.
So now Vanessa will ask you the question with the multiple choice. This 1984 biographical drama won 8 Academy Awards out of the 11 it was nominated for, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director. A, Chariots of Fire. B, Silkwood. C, Amadeus. Or D, Elephant Man.
It's between two of them, but I guess I'm going to pick Amadeus.
He killed Mozart.
Amadeus is correct for a point. And
Yeah.
a field for Vanessa Fitzsimmons.
F. Murray Abraham, huh?
What?
Sure.
And we move on to Robert, your fourth and final question in round number 2. At the end of Back to the Future Part 2, how does Doc tell Marty that he's alive back in 1885?
He sent him a letter through Western Union.
That is correct for 2 points for Robert Montaño, and I feel like he made Brad very happy there.
Of course
I was
did.
looking. I was
Yeah.
waiting. I was
19
waiting.
to 17,
lost.
man. How perfect was that 19 to 17 moment? I tell you, I hit the highs playing FCL, so time to get off the bus.
And we
All right.
finished tied.
We finished, round number 2, as Steph Sabra was saying, tied 12-12, going into the third and final round. It can
course we're
only
tied.
end like this. Here's
Of course
how
we're
round number 3 in the FCL works. It works just like this. Each player will select 3 numbers that correspond to 3 different categories. You will select between the numbers of 1 and 20. You will have 3 questions worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There are no steals or multiple choices allowed, but of course, your question repeats and challenges are still in effect. As we come back, y'all are tied. Robert Montaño, you are the higher ranked of the 2 due to your undefeated record. So, your 3 numbers first.
We share the same numbers, so I'm going to get them. We'll do, but I don't always, 9, 7, and 11.
And Vanessa.
I'm going to do 8, 12, and 1.
8, 12, and 1. Okay. So this is how we'll do it. Since Robert is higher ranked of the 2, Vanessa, you will go first. You said that you were going to select number 8. Number 8 for your 2-point question. And number 8 corresponds to martial arts films. Martial arts films, a category we don't see too often here in the FCL. And your question is thus: who stars as Lee Mumbai opposite Michelle Yeoh in Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
I'm going to say I don't have it.
No answer?
No answer.
The answer we're looking for is Chow Yun Fat. Chow Yun Fat from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So now we have to move to your 3-point question, I guess. Or I guess we'll bounce over to Robert. Let's put a little pressure on you. Why not? Robert, we're going to go to your 2-point. For fun, let's go to your 2-point question here. 2 points. You selected the number 9. The number 9. And the number 9 corresponds to action and adventure.
Okay.
Action and adventure. For
Should have
2
taken
points.
this against Team Action.
2 points. Steph Sabra has your question.
All right, Robert. Name one of 2 actors who played brothers resisting a Soviet Union invasion of America in 1984's Red Dawn.
See, you got to remember which ones were the brothers too, because if you don't zero in on like the cast, there's a lot of cast. So you're like, wait a minute, who's the brothers? Then you think of the awful remake, not well done remake,
You answered
and
5,
you
4,
realize that Patrick Swayze
3,
was better than Chris Hemsworth,
2,
so it's Patrick Swayze.
1. Patrick Swayze is correct. The other one being Charlie Sheen. So 2 points on the board for Robert Montaño.
I didn't
Patrick
know that.
I would have gone Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Swayze, graduate of Waltrip High School in Houston, Texas. As we move to
R.I.P.
Vanessa, your 3-point question. Your 3-point question is the number 12 is what you selected. Keanu Reeves is your category. Keanu
Come
Reeves.
on, Keanu Reeves, don't fail me now.
All right.
Got it.
Keanu Reeves, and here's your question. In this 1997 film, Keanu Reeves and Charlize Theron play a couple who moves to Manhattan from Florida when a high-end law firm offers him a job.
The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
That is correct for 3 big points, and Vanessa takes the lead as we now kick back to Robert Montaño. Robert, you selected the number 7.
I hate this game.
And the number 7, Harrison Ford is your
Yeah.
category.
It's gonna be
Harrison
something deep.
Ford. For 3 points in Harrison Ford, Steph Sabra will have your question.
Mosquito Coast.
Okay, Robert. Harrison Ford plays Jack Traynor alongside Melanie Griffith and Alec Baldwin in this 1988 Mike Nichols romantic dramedy.
If you'd have said Sigourney Weaver, I'd say Working Girl, but you went kind of a different way with it, but I'm still going to say Working Girl.
Working Girl is correct for 3
Yeah.
points.
I was
All right.
hoping you would not go there.
Yeah, it's one of them. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I just remember the poster.
So here's where we stand here. Vanessa Fitzsimmons has to hit her 5-point question in order to put Robert on the bubble. If she does, he will have to answer his 5-pointer. If she misses, Robert Montaño will win the double retirement match of Late to the Party. Vanessa, you selected the number 1. The number 1 corresponds to musicals.
Come on.
Musicals. And your question is thus: what musical sequel set in 1961 features the songs We'll Be Together, Score Tonight, and Charades?
What kind of a question is that? Sequels? It's like the musical had a sequel or the musical had a sequel movie? You got me. I got it.
5, 4,
Repeat the
There
question.
you
3. Okay. What
Ready? It's my
musical
final.
sequel set in 1961 features the songs We'll Be Together, Score Tonight, and Charades?
You can totally get there. Musical sequels with a musical sequel film.
I'm gonna say
5.
Grease 2.
That is correct for 5
Yeah!
points for Vanessa Fitzsimmons. And we get to the 5-point question for
Got
Robert Montaño, and here we go.
Way to go.
Wow. You selected, Robert, the number 11.
It's my number. It's gonna screw me.
I
Watch.
know what it
And
is.
the number 11
Isn't it?
corresponds to Ed Harris.
This is so kismet too. Damn it! Everybody all talking crap about people not being able to answer Ed Harris. Well, let's see.
All right. So, Steph Sabra with your 5-point question in Ed Harris.
Could be Steph.
All right, Robert. Here we go. For your 5-point question in the category of Ed Harris. In addition to A Beautiful Mind, Ed Harris featured in 2 movies in 2001.
No freaking movie release dates. Are you kidding me?
Name both of them.
Oh, you god dang it. This is just how you go for the kill. Unless I can
This
guess
is your
him.
origin.
I didn't even know he
story.
was in A Beautiful Mind.
5.
Or else you're
4.
just pulling my leg.
Yeah.
3.
Repeat the question, please.
In addition to A Beautiful Mind, Ed Harris featured in 2 movies in 2001. Name both of them.
I was a junior in high school. I was having fun. I don't remember. 2001?
Need an answer in 5, 4.
See, I'm all 90s Ed Harris.
2.
Repeat the question, please.
Your final JTE of the match. In addition to A Beautiful Mind, Ed Harris featured in 2 movies in 2001. Name both of them.
Come on. Nah. I don't know. I'll go.
5.
See, I know Viggo Mortensen's in both,
4.
but I keep saying Appaloosa and The History of Violence. I don't even know if he's in History of Violence, but those 2.
And your winner, Vanessa Fitzsimmons! Enemy at the Gates and Buffalo Soldiers
No!
were the answers we were looking for.
Never would have got
Vanessa
it.
Fitzsimmons does what no one else could do in the FCL. She has defeated the Party Crasher in their final match, Steph Sabra. What a fun ride that was. I was on the edge of my seat. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
I love them so much. What an entertaining final match to the very end. But I feel like history couldn't have written it any better. They now finish both with the same record and they go out, I feel like, on top. Like there's no way anyone looks at them and it's not like, these 2 are so fun and so good and I'm going to miss them so much.
I know. Maybe we can do some politicking and negotiating and find a way to get them back in the FCL because they are such a fun group. Robert's constant play-by-play is so enjoyable. I love hearing how his mind works through questions. Vanessa Fitzsimmons has a personality and a presence about her that everybody loves. It's obvious of what they've meant to the Schmodown community, what they meant to the FCL. We could go on and on talking about it, but right now I want to hear from them. We got to hear from them in their final match. Was against one another. Vanessa got the victory. I'm sure bragging rights will be aplenty for her for quite some time. Let's go to our winner. And you know what? It might even be both of them, but let's just go to late to the party right now.
Oh, yes.
There's Vanessa.
It's Vanessa. Late to the party. It's Vanessa, the winner, the victor of today.
Yes.
Your FCL career, 3-1, taking down an undefeated competitor. How you feeling, my girl?
I feel validated. I feel good. I feel like I could, go. I'm gonna go out and get some donuts. I'm just gonna binge. I'm gonna do whatever I can because this is amazing. It was a lot of fun.
That's what I'm talking about. I feel like this is the perfect ending for you in the FCL. But I got to ask, and I'll ask Robert this too. So you've been a part of the MTS community. Now you're in the FCL community. Overall, what is it about this whole thing we got going that you love so much?
Community. Just the community around the FCL, around the MTS is amazing. Being able to come with people that are like-minded, that enjoy movies, that enjoy talking about movies, that love having fun and doing trivia. Like we'll go to parties and we'll do movie trivia at parties because that's how we like to do it. It's just, I love that sense of togetherness in this community, and that's what I love about it as well. So that will probably be one that I'll miss being like around FCL a lot, but we'll still be around in the background, just not in front of the camera.
I was going to ask that next. What can we expect? You're in the chat. What's rolling through? We're going to see you every now and then, perhaps spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably see us in the chat. We'll chat it up during FCL matches. It's always fun. Like we said, we always love watching these. Even back with MTS, we still when we're watching those matches too. So you'll see us around.
Heck yeah, I will miss you so much, and there's no way we're getting you back.
Not right now.
Okay.
But never say never.
Never say never, Justin Bieber style. So maybe we'll just like hope and then tap into you sometime in the future and see if it's the right time to get you, because I can't imagine a league without candy eating, trivia smashing Vanessa Fitzsimmons. Yeah, what's that? What's your last bite of candy on the FCL for now?
Snickers.
Snickers. She's not a diva because she's got her Snickers and she's got the win for today. Vanessa, it's been an absolute joy. You rock. I can't wait to see you in some time in our lifetimes again.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, man. Vanessa Fitzsimmons, all class here in the First Class League, getting a massive victory in her retirement match, the double retirement match of Late to the Party. With every win comes an Ed Harris question that somebody loses on. And last week, we saw it happen to the gentleman. This week, it happened to the party crasher. Let's talk to Robert right now with Steph Sabra. Here we go.
Robert, with some of the most incredible commentary and narration of your own mind throughout this match. You couldn't pull Enemy at the Gates and Buffalo Soldiers, but you still gave one hell of a fight and entertainment all the way to the end. How are you feeling about this final match in the FCL for you?
I mean, I remember Rachel Weisz and Enemy at the Gate, but other than that, not so much Ed Harris and Buffalo Soldiers. Like, sure, there's a whole gamut of movies that I missed. For the most part, in the early 2000s, it was like American Pie, Austin Powers, Big Daddy, Sandler was rolling through. So that's what happens in this game. It just swings the other way. And no, like I said, man, Vanessa and I have been playing each other for such a long time. So we knew, like I knew if she knew it and if she could get there, and she's the exact same way with me. There's ones where it's just like your mind just got thrown into a pit. Unfortunately for me, I am much farther down in a pit. Vanessa's like building this ladder Batman style to jump out of Bane's pit. And I'm over here like, all right, well, I'm just staying down here with the rest of these guys. So not much I can do to get out of this hole. But that's how it happens. She knows this game so damn well to the point where she can navigate those questions and pull out the answers. So, Ed Harris, man, that was a toughie. I don't know if she would have got that one either. So, kudos to PLD and the crew.
Yeah. The Buffalo Soldier I'm familiar with is none other than Bob Marley's fantastic track. So I would have been lost on that one too. But now you finish your record 3-1, same as Vanessa. But I feel like to have the same record as Vanessa can only be a compliment.
It's kismet. The way it does work out. And that's honestly, though, it's like, remember in Seinfeld where Jerry just kept breaking even all the way? Like Vanessa and I, man, we always just break even down the path to the point where just everything works out so damn well for us. We'll stay out, outside of Comic-Con for 15, 16, 20 hours trying to get into Hall H, not get in, and then somehow get in the next morning. Like there are things that happen when we're together where they just balance each other out so well. And you see that personality-wise through these matches to where even the answers were just mirroring each other, and then they have the same damn record. Like, and I don't even remember what our record was in the Schmodown, but I have a feeling it's also 3-1, but if you flip them. So I mean, it's cool to see it kind of work itself out. Like she said, she likes the game to dictate which way we go, and that game dictated how it went, and she walked away the victor. So hell yeah, it's kind of cool the way it works out.
Yeah, it really is. This has been one of the most fun matches, at least for me, to be a part of. And I feel like it ended perfectly. And if you had asked me yesterday how I think this should end and go down, I would have had no idea. But like Vanessa said, we let the match decide and figure itself out. But like I asked her, this is your final match in the FCL. Obviously, you've been integrated in this community for a long time. And I don't think that's changing. But what will you miss the most? What's like the most special part about being a part of this all?
Well, that's the crazy thing is I've gotten to see the Schmodown kind of evolve, at least the community side of the Schmodown evolve from just reaction channels that were covering it to the talking channels that were actually adding more so commentary than reaction. And then now you've got all these different pundits from across different spaces. So for me, it's like it's not so much that I miss the community or I miss what they're doing. It's that you're so damn happy to see what it ended up becoming, and it's a beast of its own. To where it's like, aha, I know when to say when, and I can't even keep up with that because for what we were doing on our channel covering the Schmodown, that in itself is its own channel and its own job. And it takes a lot of dedication and effort to put something out there like that. So seeing the community, what it is, it's more like a have fun and you let them run off with their friends, in the field with
Like
the other
sending
channels.
your kiddos off to college.
Doesn't it? Yeah. And it felt that way when we stopped doing the channel. And now it feels that way when we're leaving the Schmodown. Because, yeah, like, honestly, we had some good times, really good times. And there is amazing talent and prospect out there that are coming into this game that are going to be scrappers from here on out. And anybody that comes to the FCL, because I have a feeling there's going to be a nice influx of talent to the FCL very soon. And it's time to step aside and let that flourish so you can be the one to sit there and watch it all go down and have all these people putting some awesome effort into the work that it requires, whether it's Twitter, just talking in the comment section, or, being at the live events, flying across the country to go to these shows to watch them happen. If it's the Schmodown and the FCL, you're right there. You're on the cusp of becoming dangerous. There's a lot of people that watch the FCL because of what it has to offer. So this is where the magic's going to happen. So this is why we needed to step back and watch it all go down. It's coming. It's coming for the FCL.
Heck yes. Well, Robert, it's been such a treat having you a part of the league. And thank you for one last match to you and Vanessa, and late to the party. We will miss you dearly, but we hope to see you again in some fashion.
Sam, I love you.
Congratulations again to Robert and Vanessa, both just awesome people, awesome individuals, gave the FCL everything that they had in our inaugural season, and it's because of them where the FCL is today, and they really just took the competition to the next level. Steph Sabra, we have still so much more here on FCL Warfare. We have our main event, 5 rounds for the FCL title, which we'll see Zaflirt and Flaus taking on Travis Fishburne. We'll be back with our main event right after this.